Hello friends, welcome back. Now we'll move on with the examples of nucleotide sequence databases, which are one type of primary databases. So the first one we know it is nothing but the GenBank. It is owned by Ncbi. So GenBank is a database which is hosted by Ncbi, National Center for Biotechnology Information, and this Ncbi is functional as part of NLM, that is National Library of Medicine, and this is present in the campus of US National Institute of Health NIH at Bethesda in US. And we can see that what they do is they are having the collection of different nucleotide sequences, and they offer all these publicly in a free cost. And we can see that what is present in this collection of data, they have nucleotide sequence, they have protein and after this nucleotide sequence are the base collection, and but then when we go further we can search its translation and even bibliography. Those works related to this nucleotide sequence are being present in Ncbi. At the same time, annotated information. What is annotated information means, if the researcher have to give some information about particular sequence or something about that particular sequence, whatever they have been observed during their research, they can give it as annotation. So if another person, if they happens to go through this the sequence, that particular sequence, he could see that what the different researchers have given as annotations, like a note, please this one is for this one or something like that. So annotations can also be added to give more information about that particular nucleotide sequence, and it facilitates and encourage a kind of direct submission. We could see that in that portal, we can see that if you are doing a research, if you are having a nucleotide sequence, you can also submit it, but then it is not being taken directly, like it's not been accepted directly. You can submit it directly. There is a portal, you can submit through a user friendly portal, but then to be a part of Ncbi, it have to undergo certain kind of screening, and it has been done by experts. And once that gene or that nucleotide sequence passes that particular screening, it has been added into the databases, and it gets an accession number, and anyone from outside the public can access that particular that means your nucleotide sequence sitting at their own home at any part of the country. And so that is, and so there is always a quality assurance being done by the expert before it becomes a part of this collection. Now we can see that when I speak from the user's side of view, we could see that this Ncbi is a very user friendly portal, and it provides a kind of retrieval system which I can name it as Entrez, ENTREZ. It is a retrieval system, and it is a text based retrieval system. That means simply you could enter what you want, like if you want a DNA of particular gene, if you want a DNA of particular thing, you can simply write it as a text, and the computer will accept it, and the database will showcase all the results related to what you have typed. So this is a text based retrieval system, and I call it as Entrez. And we can see that here this Ncbi work in collaboration with large number of sequencing centers. So whenever a new sequence has been developed in any of these collaborated sequencing center, that becomes a part of this Ncbi, and that becomes available to the public, in fact. And normally here we can see it have a lot of citation bibliographic collection, which when you search for something, you will get an idea all those work, standard, I could say standard work which have been related to your search. So only the citations, normally citation will be available, but then some authors or some researchers can also give the complete paper in their website, and they can give the link or cite here. they can cite their paper in the NCBI. So if a person, a new researcher, or a new, or a simply I could say a public happens to search for something, he or she can find that citation, and if it is freely made available by the author, if he or she clicks on that paper, it will be directly taking you to the website, the original website where he or she have deposited the paper. So simply this will be, I could say it is a collection of citation. It have a bibliographic collection, sequence, nucleotide, DNA, protein, different sequences, the mutations, everything is being present in NCBI. Other than that, citations could be seen, so you could find the older works or earlier works in your research field. And here we can see that here it has been available through the site like www.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov/genbank, and here we can see that it has been found that the data, this is enormously, the collection is going on enormously increasing, and now it has been estimated that the doubling rate of data in that particular collection is doubled within just 30 months. Can you imagine 30 months? Within 30 months, the data what is being present, the amount, millions and millions of sequences, millions and millions of citations are present, and that is being doubled within 30 months. Okay, so that is the thing. Now I'll just show you how you can go with the search. Like for example, if you are searching it as NCBI, simply you could search in the Google as NCBI. That will take you to the portal. Now when you search through NCBI, you can see this is the NCBI official portal, and you could see this the icon as a kind of DNA, and here you could see there is a search bar, and there is different filtration like all databases if you want, assembly, bio collections, bio project, bio samples. So within the NCBI itself, for making it more comfortable, the data are further being categorized based on the subcategories. Like for example, it may be complete data, a complete DNA sequence, it may be a missing sequence, it may be the books from the book collections related to that sequence, it may be a clean war, it may be different type variables, gene, it can be a genome. So all those, if a person is adding, if a researcher is adding a genome, means all the genomes of different types, type genome will be kept in a single I could say shelf or a database within the large shelf. Okay, so it makes the system as well as the researchers to come into a conclusion to his or her research specific gene or DNA. So it is having different like homolog gene, it is having met gene, MESH. So different, it is being classified like nucleotide sequence, OME, PMS, everything, PMC, everything is being grouped. The data are being grouped into different categories. So from here, if you want a nucleotide sequence, you can search nucleotide. And like for example, if I'm finding like I want to find the nucleotide sequence of thyroid stimulating hormone receptor, TSHR receptor. Yes, go. And if I search, I could see there are so many sequences. Like I could see Homo sapiens, TSHR. About 2009 sequences of nucleotide sequences are there, and the first one showing Homo sapiens. So different sequences will be available here, nucleotide sequence. Likewise, you can find something else also, like for example, you can find a gene. Like go search, the gene will be, the gene within that nucleotide sequence will be exhibited. Can you see? And if I search a particular gene, you can get the sequence also, because this is a sequence database. If I go down, you could see the sequences. Can you see? Different sequences are being shown here. So likewise you could use it. So thank you.